Tokyo, English, Tokyo, officially Tokyo Metropolis, is one of the 47 prefectures of Japan, and is both the capital and largest city of Japan, and the world. The Greater Tokyo area is the most populous metropolitan area in the world. It is the seat of the Emperor of Japan and the Japanese government. Tokyo is in the Kanto region on the southeastern side of the main island Honshu and includes the Izu Islands and Ogasawara Islands. Formerly known as Edo, it has been the de facto seat of government since 1603 when Shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu made the city his headquarters. It officially became the capital after Emperor Meiji moved his seat to the city from the old capital of Kyoto in 1868. At that time Edo was renamed Tokyo. Tokyo Metropolis was formed in 1943 from the merger of the former Tokyo Prefecture and the city of Tokyo. Tokyo is often referred to and thought of as a city, but is officially known and governed as a metropolitan prefecture, which differs from and combines elements of both a city and a prefecture, a characteristic unique to Tokyo. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government administers the 23 special wards of Tokyo, which cover the area that was formerly the city of Tokyo before it merged and became the subsequent Metropolitan Prefecture in 1943. The Metropolitan Government also administers 39 municipalities in the western part of the prefecture and the two outlying island chains. The population of the special wards is over 9 million people, with the total population of the prefecture exceeding 13 million. The prefecture is part of the world's most populous metropolitan area with upwards of 37.8 million people and the world's largest urban agglomeration. Economy. The city hosts 51 of the Fortune Global 500 companies, the highest number of any city in the world. Tokyo ranked third in the International Financial Centers Development Index (DIT). The city is also home to various television networks like Fuji TV, Tokyo MX, TV Tokyo, TV Asahi, Nippon Television, NHK and the Tokyo Broadcasting System. Tokyo ranked third in the Global Economic Power Index and fourth in the Global Cities Index. The city is considered an Alpha Plus World City, as listed by the GAWK's 2008 inventory, and in 2014, Tokyo was ranked first in their Best Overall Experience category of TripAdvisor's World City Survey. In 2015, Tokyo was ranked as the 11th most expensive city for expatriates, according to the Mercer consulting firm, and also the world's 11th most expensive city, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit's Cost of Living Survey. In 2015, Tokyo was named the most livable city in the world by the magazine Monocle. The Michelin Guide has awarded Tokyo by far the most Michelin stars of any city in the world. Tokyo ranked first in the world in the Safe Cities Index. The 2016 edition of QS Best Student Cities ranked Tokyo as the third best city in the world to be a university student. Tokyo hosted the 1964 Summer Olympics, the 1979 G7 Summit, the 1986 G7 Summit, and the 1993 G7 Summit, and will host the 2020 Summer Olympics and the 2020 Summer Paralympics. Etymology. Tokyo was originally known as Edo, which means estuary. Its name was changed to Tokyo when it became the imperial capital in 1868, in line with the East Asian tradition of including the word capital in the name of the capital city. During the early Meiji period, the city was also called Tokay, an alternative pronunciation for the same Chinese characters representing Tokyo. Some surviving official English documents use the spelling Toket. However, this pronunciation is now obsolete. The name Tokyo was first suggested in 1813 in the book Kondo Hisaku, written by Saito Nobuhiro. When Okubo Toshimichi proposed the renaming to the government during the Meiji Restoration, according to Oda Kanshi, he got the idea from that book. History. Pre-1869 Tokyo was originally a small fishing village named Edo, in what was formerly part of the old Musashi province. Edo was first fortified by the Edo clan, in the late 12th century. In 1457, Otodokan built Edo Castle. In 1590, Tokugawa Ieyasu made Edo his base. When he became shogun in 1603, the town became the center of his nationwide military government. During the subsequent Edo period, Edo grew into one of the largest cities in the world with a population topping 1 million by the 18th century. Edo became the de facto capital of Japan even while the emperor lived in Kyoto, the imperial capital. During this time, the city enjoyed a prolonged period of peace known as the Pax Tokugawa, and in the presence of such peace, Edo adopted a stringent policy of seclusion, which helped to perpetuate the lack of any serious military threat to the city. The absence of war-inflicted devastation allowed Edo to devote the majority of its resources to rebuilding in the wake of the consistent fires, earthquakes, and other devastating natural disasters that plagued the city. However, this prolonged period of seclusion came to an end with the arrival of American Commodore Matthew C. Perry in 1853. Commodore Perry negotiated the opening of the ports of Shimoda and Hakodate, leading to an increase in the demand for new foreign goods and subsequently a severe rise in inflation. Social unrest mounted in the wake of these higher prices and culminated in widespread rebellions and demonstrations, especially in the form of the smashing of rice establishments. Meanwhile, supporters of the Meiji Emperor leveraged the disruption that these widespread rebellious demonstrations were causing to further consolidate power by overthrowing the last Tokugawa shogun, Yoshinobu, in 1867. After about 263 years, the Pax Tokugawa came to an end. 1869 to 1943. In 1869, the 17-year-old Emperor Meiji moved to Edo, and in accordance the city was renamed Tokyo. Tokyo was already the nation's political and cultural center, and the emperor's residence made it a de facto imperial capital as well, with the former Edo Castle becoming the imperial palace. The city of Tokyo was officially established on May 1, 1889. Central Tokyo, like Osaka, has been designed since about 1900 to be centered on major railway stations in a high-density fashion. So suburban railways were built relatively cheaply at street level and with their own right-of-way. This differs from many cities in the United States that are low-density and automobile-centric. Though expressways have been built in Tokyo, the basic design has not changed. Tokyo went on to suffer two major catastrophes in the 20th century. The 1923 Great Kanto earthquake, which left 140,000 dead or missing, and World War II. 1943. Present in 1943, the city of Tokyo merged with the Metropolitan Prefecture of Tokyo. Since then, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government served as both the prefectural government for Tokyo, as well as administering the special wards of Tokyo, for what had previously been Tokyo City. World War II wrought widespread destruction of most of the city due to the persistent Allied air raids on Japan and the use of incendiary bombs. The deadliest night of the war came on March 9–10, 1945, as nearly 700,000 incendiary bombs rained on the eastern half of the city, mainly in heavily residential wards. 2/5 of the city was completely burned, more than 276,000 buildings were demolished, 100,000 civilians were killed, and 110,000 more were injured. Between 1940 and 1945, the population of Japan's capital city dwindled from 6,700,000 to less than 2,800,000, with the majority of those who lost their lives living in ramshackle, makeshift huts. After the war, Tokyo was completely rebuilt, and was showcased to the world during the 1964 Summer Olympics. The 1970s brought new high-rise developments such as Sunshine 60, a new and controversial airport at Narita in 1978, and a population increased to about 11 million. Tokyo's subway and commuter rail network became one of the busiest in the world as more and more people moved to the area. In the 1980s, real estate prices skyrocketed during a real estate and debt bubble. The bubble burst in the early 1990s, and many companies, banks, and individuals were caught with mortgage-backed debts while real estate was shrinking in value. A major recession followed, making the 1990s Japan's lost decade, from which it is now slowly recovering. Tokyo still sees new urban developments on large lots of less profitable land. Recent projects include Ebisu Garden Place, Tenezu Isle, Shiodome, Roppongi Hills, Shinagawa, and the Marunouchi side of Tokyo Station. Buildings of significance are demolished for more up-to-date shopping facilities such as Omotesando Hills. Land reclamation projects in Tokyo have also been going on for centuries. The most prominent is the Odaiba area, now a major shopping and entertainment center. Various plans have been proposed for transferring national government functions from Tokyo to secondary capitals in other regions of Japan, in order to slow down rapid development in Tokyo and revitalize economically lagging areas of the country. These plans have been controversial within Japan and have yet to be realized. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami that devastated much of the northeastern coast of Honshu was felt in Tokyo. However, due to Tokyo's earthquake-resistant infrastructure, damage in Tokyo was very minor compared to areas directly hit by the tsunami, although activity in the city was largely halted. The subsequent nuclear crisis caused by the tsunami has also largely left Tokyo unaffected, despite occasional spikes in radiation levels. On September 7, 2013, the IOC selected Tokyo to host the 2020 Summer Olympics. Tokyo will be the first Asian city to host the Olympic Games twice. Geography and administrative divisions. The mainland portion of Tokyo lies northwest of Tokyo Bay and measures about 90 kilometers east to west and 25 kilometers north to south. The average elevation in Tokyo is 40 meters. Chiba Prefecture borders it to the east, Yamanashi to the west, Kanagawa to the south, and Saitama to the north. Mainland Tokyo is further subdivided into the special wards and the Tama area stretching westwards. Also within the administrative boundaries of Tokyo metropolis are two island chains in the Pacific Ocean directly south, the Izu Islands, and the Ogasawara Islands, which stretch more than 1,000 kilometers away from the mainland. Because of these islands and the mountainous regions to the west, Tokyo's overall population density figures far underrepresent the real figures for the urban and suburban regions of Tokyo. Under Japanese law, Tokyo is designated as a translated as metropolis. Its administrative structure is similar to that of Japan's other prefectures. The 23 special wards, which until 1943 constituted the city of Tokyo, are now separate, self-governing municipalities, each having a mayor, a council, and the status of a city. In addition to these 23 special wards, Tokyo also includes 26 more cities, 5 towns, and 8 villages, each of which has a local government. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government, which administers the whole metropolis, is headed by a publicly elected governor and Metropolitan Assembly. Its headquarters are located in Shinjuku Ward. Special wards. The special wards of Tokyo comprise the area formerly incorporated as Tokyo City. On July 1, 1943, Tokyo City was merged with Tokyo Prefecture, forming the current Metropolitan Prefecture. As a result, unlike other city wards in Japan, these wards are not conterminous with a larger incorporated city. While falling under the jurisdiction of Tokyo Metropolitan Government, each ward is also a borough with its own elected leader and council. Like other cities of Japan, The special wards use the word city in their official English name. The wards differ from other cities in having a unique administrative relationship with the prefectural government. Certain municipal functions, such as waterworks, sewerage, and firefighting, are handled by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. To pay for the added administrative costs, the prefecture collects municipal taxes, which would usually be levied by the city. The special wards of Tokyo are the 3 central wards of Tokyo, Chiyoda, Chuo and Minato, are the business core of the city, with a daytime population more than 7 times higher than their nighttime population. Chiyoda ward is unique in that it is in the very heart of the former Tokyo city, yet is one of the least populated wards. It is occupied by many major Japanese companies, and is also the seat of the national government, and the Japanese emperor. It is often called the political center of the country. Akihabara, known for being an otaku cultural center and a shopping district for computer goods, is also located in Chiyoda, Tama area to the west of the special wards. Tokyo metropolis consists of cities, towns and villages that enjoy the same legal status as those elsewhere in Japan. While serving as bed towns for those working in central Tokyo, some of these also have a local commercial and industrial base. Collectively, these are often known as the Tama area or Western Tokyo. 26 cities lie within the western part of Tokyo. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government has designated Hashioji, Takakawa, Machida, Ome and Tama New Town as regional centers of the Tama area, as part of its plans to disperse urban functions away from central Tokyo. Nishitama District. The far west is occupied by the district of Nishitama. Much of this area is mountainous and unsuitable for urbanization. The highest mountain in Tokyo, Mount Kumotori, is 2,017 meters high. Other mountains in Tokyo include Takasu, Odaka, and Mitake. Lake Okutama, on the Tama River near Yamanashi Prefecture, is Tokyo's largest lake. The district is composed of 3 towns and 1 village. Tama, Hashioji, Musashino Islands. Tokyo has numerous outlying islands, which extend as far as 1,850 kilometers from central Tokyo. Because of the island's distance from the administrative headquarters of the metropolitan government in Shinjuku, local officers administer them. The Izu Islands are a group of volcanic islands and form part of the Fuji-Hakone-Izu National Park. The islands in order from closest to Tokyo are Izuoshima, Toshima, Niijima, Shikinojima, Kozushima, Miyake-jima, Mikurajima, Hashijojima, and Aogashima. The Izu Islands are grouped into 3 sub-prefectures. Izuoshima and Hashijojima are towns. The remaining islands are 6 villages, with Niijima and Shikanojima forming 1 village. The Ogasawara Islands include, from north to south, Chichijima, Nishinoshima, Hahajima, Kita-Iwojima, Iwojima, and Minami-Iwojima. Ogasawara also administers 2 tiny outlying islands. Minami Torishima, the easternmost point in Japan and at 1,850 kilometers the most distant island from central Tokyo, and Okinotorishima, the southernmost point in Japan. The last island is contested by the People's Republic of China as being only uninhabited rocks. The Iwo chain and the outlying islands have no permanent population, but host Japanese self-defense forces personnel. Local populations are only found on Chichijima and Hahajima. The islands form both Ogasawara subprefecture and the village of Ogasawara, Tokyo. National parks. As of March 31, 2008, 36% of the total land area of the prefecture was designated as natural parks, namely the Chichibu-Tama Kai, Fuji-Hakone-Izu, and Ogasawara National Parks, Meiji no Mori Takaro Quasi-National Park, and Akikawa-Kiyo, Hamura-Kusabana-Kiyo, Sayama, Takaro-Jinba, Takayama, and Tama-Kiyo Prefectural Natural Parks. Ueno Park is well known for its museums. Tokyo National Museum, National Museum of Nature and Science, Shitamachi Museum and National Museum for Western Art, among others. There are also artworks and statues at several places in the park. There is also a zoo in the park, and the park is a popular destination to view cherry blossoms. Seismicity. Tokyo was hit by powerful earthquakes in 1703, 1782, 1812, 1855, 1923, and 2011. The 1923 earthquake, with an estimated magnitude of 8.3, killed 142,000 people. Tokyo is near the boundary of three plates. Climate. The former city of Tokyo and the majority of mainland Tokyo lie in the humid subtropical climate zone, with hot humid summers and generally mild winters with cool spells. The region, like much of Japan, experiences a one-month seasonal lag, with the warmest month being August, which averages 26.4 degrees Celsius, and the coolest month being January, averaging 5.2 degrees Celsius. The record low temperature is -9.2 degrees Celsius, and the record high is 39.5 degrees Celsius. Though there was once an unofficial reading of 42.7 degrees Celsius at the primary school station. Annual rainfall averages nearly 1,530 mm, with a wetter summer and a drier winter. Snowfall is sporadic, but does occur almost annually. Tokyo also often sees typhoons every year, though few are strong. The last one to hit was Fitao in 2007, while the most rainy month since records began in 1876 has been October 2004 with 780 mm of rain, including 270.5 mm on the 9th of that month. The western mountainous area of mainland Tokyo, Okutama, also lies in the humid subtropical climate. The climate of Chichijima in Ogasawara village is on the boundary between the tropical savanna climate and the humid subtropical climate. Tokyo's easternmost territory, the island of Minamitarashima in Ogasawara village, is in the tropical savanna climate zone. Tokyo's Izu and Ogasawara Islands are affected by an average of 5.4 typhoons a year, compared to 3.1 in mainland Kanto.